It's fries for Rise. And let's see whether Bros can actually bring us to 3 games, because that's what we need here.
Oh, we're getting it.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
I mean, I'm a bit worried.
No.
Because I kind of, like, yeah,
Atlas,
I guess,
Atlas,
you know, there was a...
Atlas.
Yes.
DRX lost to DNF.
That is
true. It's fine. Both these teams can win and lose at a moment's notice. I love me a fan interview. I thought it was fun to hear about some of our global LCK fans. And we need a 3rd game. I don't think we really fully hit the level of content that we could have yet in that game 1.
It's actually a very good point.
And we need to get to 6 games in general today somehow. Because that's what everyone wants. That's enjoyable.
Our next series might be a stretch. The old getting to 6 games thing.
Oh no, that one shouldn't happen. I'm just trying to speak it into existence.
Let's not talk about my waters and what they were saying earlier on today. No, it's not. We're not in game. The waters are outside of game tempo vibes, okay? When we're in game, the waters need not apply. It is tempo vibes.
I've heard you talk
about
your waters in game so many times.
No, but I talk about the waters from prior.
Oh,
you know,
gotcha.
like, because, you know, obviously
it's
we're not
like the tide.
Yeah.
It comes and goes.
It does. I mean, that's tempo vibes. All right, Nocturne going to be taken away here. Going to be denying some of that Orianna Nocturne that we have grown so fond of.
B1 Rumble.
Perhaps on the blue side for the Lord. That could be the way. I don't know whether that is going to be the first pick priority, but let's just see.
What else would we look at here?
I don't know what the blind pick necessarily is.
B1 Rumble.
In this game. B1 Rumble could just be it. I don't know whether it fills me with joy. As Wukong is still up. Okay, no, that one seems a bit better.
Also is something that pairs really well with the Rumble. And it's again, on blue side, it's a foolproof plan. Either they are stuck playing red side Rumble, or you get it.
And that doesn't feel very good at all.
Yone is up this time as well, so they could even go like Wukong, Yone, Rumble. I think Yone and Rumble together are a really good combo, and it's a lot of team fighting power for the Bros.
Will be a fun one. Let's see whether Yehu's going to be able to pick that one away. But instead, they're going to lock in the Jarvan first, Jarvan Orianna. That's what it's looking like here for DRX, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll zooming in on Yehu now, and there it is.
There it is. Okay.
This one we have seen before. It's Yoneable, though. I would say that it's Yoneable.
I think your early laning phase is really rough into Ori.
Didn't we see the exact matchup yesterday? And DK lost?
Well, yeah, but do you put any stock in Showmaker's Yone?
Nope, and I also don't put any stock in, you know, judging the strength of anything based on whether DK wins or loses. However, that did happen.
I wish you did bring it up, but it's fine. Blue side Rumble comes through.
There we go. I mean, it should just be... I think that he just plays it. He's got a smirk. Never mind, it's the Annie instead. Orbs versus Bears.
Annie, to me, is a pick that I think justifiably has started to drop in Prio. Annie, to me, kind of feels like go down ADCS in mid-game simulator, because Annie's issue obviously is that she uses very short range, which means that she needs to put herself in harm's way to ever get any... Oh my god, this 3-man core for DRX.
We are just cowing.
That's crazy good.
What does Rich play in this game? That is going to be the question on a lot of people's minds.
Well, Ornn's going to be banned, because it would be Ornn.
Yes. I mean, maybe you just ban Ornn Sion. Maybe you just have to get rid of tanks.
I think you do. Yeah, I think Sion, at least, the Rumble can really toast, but Ornn, you just don't have really the good way to get through him. Poppy, good ban when you already have locked in the Alistar. I do think Alistar is a lot more abusable than he was previously to the patch, because his early laning phase is now actually just the worst. The main issue for Bro is going to be, can we pick an AD carry that can live into Jarvan Ori? And the main issue for DRX is, can we pick an AD carry that can live into Annie, Wukong, and Rumble?
The Bros really want to play Lucian Braum.
Yes.
Because I think putting...
There we go.
Yeah, identified by DRX very nicely there. Putting Polo on Braum, I think, is a really good way to mitigate some of the
Some of the Polo issues.
Yeah. Some of the the issues.
I like the Sivir ban because I think that if you're DRX, Teddy can actually play Sivir, and I don't think you can pick Sivir because trying to play Sivir into Jarvan is something.
Not great.
Was it the DK that did that? I don't know. There was a team that did that, and it would just made all of.
I don't remember, so it probably was DK. I'm pretty good at just eliminating.
No, I think it was
brain.
Gen G actually into. I think it might have been Gen G. I don't know. There was a team that picked Sivir into Jarvan, and then they lost the game because Sivir didn't get to play the game, which we knew. The Jhin, I think, is a good setup here. Kind of a no-brainer. Also would have gone really well with the Bro composition. So what do they pick? Because a lot of the very strong in lane picks. I like Corki.
Corki feels way better.
Yeah, what, like Corki Leona? If they Jhin Bard, you're a little sad, but.
Yeah.
What is the other option? Corki Nautilus?
Corki Nautilus seems like it would help with their sort of Death Ball blender type situation that they do represented right now.
Here. I think that's fine.
There's a few other options.
Can go for something lane dominant, but I think this makes sense. There's also Jhin Braum is not.
I mean, there was already a cow, so.
Oh yeah, never mind. I don't know why I'm.
A very obvious Ambessa.
Yeah, that doesn't come as a surprise. Will be tougher Rich in lane, but not going to be an issue outside of that. Also, you have such good setup, right? You have a lot of lines that can follow up on a flag and drag. You have Jhin W, you have Rich ultimate. I like the DRX comp a lot. I think actually it's quite solid. I do think that the BRION comp will either look amazing or not work at all. That's kind of, I feel like they need to win early game.
Yeah,
and that is not, like, that doesn't fill me with confidence. Because for me, Annie in particular is such an early to mid game spiking champion. If you don't use her to win early fights, like Ambessa outskills you. I think the team fight of DRX arguably also outskills you. So you need to make big early moves and you need to make it happen. That's Cloud Templar.
That is a beautiful Cloud Templar representation there. I think his neck is a little bit longer in real life, but we'll just we'll have to assume that that is more artist's interpretation, taking some leeway there.
Well, yeah, you have creative liberties, right?
Yeah.
You can get away with a lot.
And a lot of art is about exaggeration as well. Look, I don't want to harp on a phrase that we have only recently coined, but I think that this game lives or dies on the tempo vibes. I think that whoever gets them, whoever understands them, and whoever can ride them will be the winner of this game. Let's get into it. All right, a little bit more coordinated on the fan chants there on the DRX side of things. Impressed with that.
So if you can ride them, does that mean they're a wave?
Kind of like a wave.
They are a wave.
Because the thing is, like, say you're surfing, for example, you get on the wave and you have all the momentum, but if you lose the wave, you're just in the middle of the ocean looking stupid. And so I think it is, like, it's a pretty good metaphor for the tempo vibes. Riding the wave.
Otherwise, you have to wait for the next wave.
Yeah, you do.
So then what change? But
what if it's the last in a set and then you're just like sitting there and it's just
what exactly
still?
makes it different from just normal tempo, which also kind of works that way? Because you have to take turns.
Well, normal tempo has a lot to do with wave states and
base timing.
Base timing, all that sort of like rigmarole.
Oh, and tempo vibes is not...
Tempo vibes is regardless of that. So you can be actually... You don't need tempo in the game to still have the tempo.
So what you're saying is tempo vibes is a feeling of a wave.
Yeah, that you can ride.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, if it's a wave, you can ride it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or surf it, I guess. I don't know what nomenclature you prefer.
You can go with ride. Ride works. You can do the tar verb in Korean.
I really do enjoy
that's play.
That we are rapidly further solidifying what it means, while also obfuscating.
I did almost explain it when I did the explaining. Speaking of explaining, might have to explain DRX taking a bit of damage here in this lane. Polo hitting a hook.
These are exactly the type of moments where Bro is going to go like, ha, see Alistair? I mean, you wish you had that armor. It's still not a great trade.
He's still level 1 Alistair. I think this would have still probably happened as... Oh, Polo. Oh no, it's one of those days, isn't it?
Oh no.
It's not. It's the Polo tough time day. Oh dear. Well, we are going to just stop watching the bottom lane. And I appreciate that Jonas Strong always knows what we should do. Unless it was, you know, Sunke was just like, no, get me out of here. And just told him what to do.
Is there a chance that he has been the real reader of tempo vibes all along? Jonas Strong. That one.
Oh, 100%.
That's why. That's what his predictions.
I mean, that's been basically where it was designed.
So this is how it feels when you like discover a new law of nature, a law of physics, and you're like, oh my god, everything makes sense now.
Exactly. It's the apple on the head. That's what it is. It's basically Newton. Tempo vibes are pretty much Newton's
So
laws.
you basically shaped space and time and revolutionized the way we think about it.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard any more accurate way of describing what tempo vibes are to League of Legends than that. It's pretty succinct.
So why are other regions not using this yet?
Well, I mean...
Because we're ahead of the curve?
Yeah, and like when Newton came up with the laws of physics, it didn't mean that everyone on the planet then immediately started using them.
By the way, you really, this discussion reminds me, you really should watch Orb. It's a really good anime about heliocentrism.
Oh, would you say that it's like, kind of like a Slurkle? It's more like a 3D Slurkle though, isn't it?
I really set myself up for that one. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yes.
Yunara's not even in the game and I got one in. I'm so happy. Okay. Morgan and Rich just sharing some abilities. Morgan very happy that his Flame Spit is doing a little bit more damage based on the color of his health bar.
All right, Burn Brute Tradition. When is First Blood?
I'm going to go back to the 11:30. I think this time Croco is going to not just go... This time also he's got Warrior Trickster, which will be helpful. It should be earlier. Because I think that DRX should be able to get ganks off earlier with their Jarvan, but...
I'm going minute 7.5.
Ooh,
I'm going early.
Feel pretty good.
Well, because if Bro doesn't do that, we don't get a game 3. I don't think.
Oh, I don't know. I think that Bro have an opportunity to pop off on like 1-2 items, right? How about Pol? Probably taking a fair bit of damage, but there's no First Blood yet. We would have both been very wrong if it was like 5 minutes into the game. Would have been terrible. Teddy and Andel just going to deal with this wave very comfortably. Things entirely even. And even Closer and Kehu. Just everything kind of quiet on the Eastern Front here.
I'm just pretty impressed by Teddy and Andel, their 2v2, that they didn't build up a deficit at all.
Yeah, I like that mindset.
Well, you can also look at the...
Yeah.
We
don't need to explain. We can just say, impressed with Teddy and Andel. And we can go from there.
Why you... I kind of have to do both.
No.
Yeah,
I don't want your negativity. Okay? This is the bros we're talking about. Okay? Sponge is going to be the first one to take a dragon. This is fair, because the bros took the first one last time. Hook gonna connect here. It's 6 minutes, and Andel is very... No, he's just dead. He knows it. And Croco, do we need to take the kill from Hype? Did we have to do that? I guess he's a Wukong. He does want to accelerate. But still, looked a bit rude.
Wukong, I think, is one of the... It's like Wukong, and if you play like Neferi... Viego, yeah, there's a few. I think Wukong is on the list of... Jarvan would not be. But Wukong, to me, is on the list.
I still would have... R buttons have been pressed in this mid lane.
They sure did. Sure did.
Tibbers. 70 health.
But my statement did hold true, which that I wanted to see Bro make an early move. Because I think that they need to make early moves for this game to be favored towards them. Like, when you have this much CC and like AoE wombo combo, I don't think you are ever truly out of the game. Right, because at any given point, especially because Teddy isn't running cleanse, like a flash Tibbers ult can just end it. But I do think that given the form of these two teams, I would greatly prefer DRX their comp if they don't get a lead, if that makes sense.
Yep. They can still have the tempo vibes whilst not being ahead. However, right now, it does feel like the bros are riding the wave.
Yeah, which is good.
That's certainly what we're looking for if we do want those 3 games. This is the Saturday showdown, all right? This is real life. As, yeah, Andel knew that he was dead, decided instead that he'd just try and get Hype out of the way, and Croco's like, no Hype, you're not allowed to get first blood, that's mine.
I'm pretty sure that Hype is also using the BRION emote, like the little coin purse. That's the...
Oh, that's very cute.
That's the bro emote, right? I kind of think it is. I don't know if it actually is. It makes sense thematically.
Well, Yahoo close up back here in this lane. Yahoo with the only real lead here at the beginning of this, as Curtain Call has now been picked up. Hype with some rockets up and available now as well, as both of our 80 carries do hit level 6. Having a look at some total gold numbers, because we may as well. And there are blue numbers and red numbers. More blue numbers. Good for bro.
Also, DRX now has to give them... okay.
Another wave of shock.
Goes through the arena?
Does indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, now bro gets the objective.
Yeah, no, this is their turn. As we know, turn-based game.
So what is your brew been recently? Outside of copious amounts of coffee.
I mean, it is just copious amounts of coffee. Yeah, taking a bit of damage from the bear, but offering a fair bit back. That's fine. To go back to it, I mean, I make mainly tea for my wife. That's what I do. I do make a lot of tea, don't drink a lot of tea. Because Cherry needs a fair bit. She's got like, there's a pumpkin tea that she's been drinking recently that's really nice. There's also a sweet potato tea, which sounds like a red bean tea as well. Okay, now you're it's all just kind of crazy.
You're slowly starting.
She pretty much needs anything that doesn't have caffeine, because you shouldn't have too much caffeine when you're pregnant. So there's a lot of wacky options. Some chamomile as well.
Yeah, my mind will go to the herbal teas. Yeah, makes sense.
Cherry likes to mix it up.
Fruit teas, good as well.
Yep, had a few of those.
Those are nice. I had an apple ginger tea yesterday.
Apple ginger is nice. Never thought of it as a tea type flavor though.
No, yeah, it was good. Like apple ginger with a little bit of cinnamon, sprig of rosemary. I went to my favorite tea.
Rosemary.
Just a twig.
Just a twig of. Don't you normally use the leaves?
No, you can use the whole thingy as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was only if it was like, because like, you know how there are some rosemary bushes that once they get older in age, that like it's a real stick, you know. As Teddy almost dies here to Hype in the lane, he's gonna have to go back home. Does still have his splash and his barrier, so he wasn't actually.
Well, I've had a lot of mildly traumatizing discourse already about stuff.
There's something in the
eat.
prompter that makes no sense to me.
Oh no, it does. Can I explain?
Yeah,
this?
please explain body tea.
Okay, so it's basically just new lingo to say someone has a great body. That's it. That's it's just a new phrase.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, you know, face card, right?
What?
Face card?
No.
Okay. No, you didn't. Okay. That's just another. Body is tea is like that person has a great body. They put in the work.
Can't you just say you got a great body?
Well, yeah, but that's boring.
How is that? Why is that boring?
You literally made up Slurkle on the last name. You should get this.
That's efficient. It's like the same syllables.
What do you mean?
Tea and good have the same amount of. It's the same.
It's fun to make up new things.
Yeah, but if like. In comparison, I've removed an entire word. It was before it was slow circle. Now just slurkle.
Not
it's
everything
perfect.
is about efficiency, Atlas.
But it should be. That's my argument.
Okay, so face card is the same.
Right.
Or body card. Because it never declines.
Do you get a
no, the card never declines, right? So you're trying to pay with it, and then it never declines because you're flush with cash, metaphorically.
Right. That's the thing.
Yes.
I feel dumber for knowing things.
Well, that's how I felt about Slurkle. Not Tempo Vibes. Or Tempo Vibes is gold.
Is that really how you felt?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel very good. Oh man, now I feel kind of bad.
Well, it's internet slang, you know, like people make up. Remember YOLO? It's no different from that.
Ah, but YOLO has the efficiency. I mean, YOLO is fantastic for efficiency.
That is true. Yes.
Beautiful. Anyway, some Malignance is going to be picked up here for Closer.
I'm so happy we've had no action. So we
means
just
nothing.
Get to talk about it.
Absolutely nothing. Oh God! Now I actually do. I feel a bit uncomfortable now that I know these things.
Well, now you know what it means when someone says that. You learn something. That's cool.
That's a good point. As Polo is also going to get a flash out of Rich. Public Execution comes down, but the flash forward from Morgan will be able to lock up the Ambessa. That's a second kill here for the Bros, and they are on this wave, man. It is hang 10 right now. That is old man for standing on the front of your surfboard whilst cruising down a wave.
The more I see of these two teams, the more I just firmly believe they don't know how to lose gracefully. Like, why was Rich at the beginning of the play without Morgan using? He was at like 20% HP.
G-Sun's just putting stuff in the thing that's making me confused. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I would react to what you said. Let's have a look at this again.
The ult isn't used. How is Rich at 30%, 20% HP? Not even.
I think he probably got hit by burning. As Yahoo is going to throw down an ulti here. Croco looking for a bit of an angle, and he'll just going to distract the bear and the monkey. And that will be the end of that. Yeah, the Bros are just cruising. It is very clean. And that's worrying.
No, that's good. Because that means that the odds of game 3 are rapidly rising.
They are. However, I mean, I can feel.
You're worried about the Bros?
I feel like they're winding up the pitching.
No, I don't think either of these teams pitch. I think they just get ahead and then win, or they get behind and then lose. I feel like for these free Rise teams,
I mean, we thought that when DNF were 10,000 gold ahead.
No, but okay. But DNF are different, right? Because I think that they're
they have a good pitching arm. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think their pitching is unmatched. I think all of these other teams, you know very quickly which team you get. Like literally, we load into the game, we see the first 2 plays. Between DRX, BNK, and Bro, I feel like that's just how they work. Mostly. There's obviously always exceptions to the rule, but at large, that's how their games have felt.
And so I want to ask you and G-Sun. We brought up Rich and Morgan. Would you say that both of these glorious top laners have the face card? Is that using that correctly?
Yeah, you can. Are they in possession of the face card?
Yeah, I reckon.
Sure thing.
I wouldn't be declining that face card. I don't reckon.
Well, we do know you love Morgan, so that makes sense.
But Rich as well. You know, I think that he wouldn't get declined.
You're using it in exactly the right way. Very proud of you.
There we go, I'm learning. There's an exhaust onto Sponge. Andal's going to come up though, looking for a pulverize, but Polu getting a nice little knock up there as well. Hype coming on over, kind of free hitting here as well as Tibbers on that front line. As Andal going to have to flash away. The will is unbreakable, but his flash still has to be utilized. As there is a Rift Herald up and available. That is not what we're fighting around.
Much ado about nothing there, Atlas.
Oh, beautiful. That's a new person reference as well, isn't it? That one. Is that Jane Austen?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she's 2023, I think.
Not sure.
Is where most of her good stuff happened.
Actually, blank on that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of Jane Austen, actually. You a Pride and Prejudice fan? What about Pride and Prejudice and vampires or zombies? What was that movie?
I don't remember. I don't know what you're referring to, but that sounds kind of.
There's a lot of them. There's just a lot of like old story and then just add mythical beast.
Isn't what's the movie with Heath Ledger? Isn't that also a Shakespearean movie?
Oh, 10 Things I Hate About You?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
It is. It's a very good one.
What's the other one? Lion King is just Hamlet.
Really? I didn't know that. Actually, there were a lot of the old Disney movies that are actually just tropes.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Little Mermaid is actually just an old fairy tale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And Pocahontas is Fern Gully. As, okay, we've got Andal being caught out of position once again. This time he's just dead because he doesn't have ult. He's not really allowed to be where he was.
How are you winning both sides of the map? How are we taking Harold and shoving in top wave and also killing...
Yeah, I don't know.
This wave for Bro is strong, Atlas.
It is. And they are, I mean, when I said hang 10, they are longboarding and you feel locked in, right? When you go one of those big boards, There is no way you can fall off.
Oh,
you can be so new. It could be day one.
I never really got into longboarding because I feel like a large amount of the appeal for longboarding is that you go like down a hill and that's cool.
No, I mean a long surfboard.
Oh, I thought you meant a longboard. Like, remember those were all the rage?
Have you, have you watched like the first-person view longboarding videos of like riding down a mountain? They're terrifying.
That's my point. Yeah, they're horrifying. Very scary.
It's very cool though.
It is.
It's pretty zen when you know that they're not going to fall, but when you know they are, it's terrifying. This is also pretty scary as the Cataclysm lands into that backline. It's a steal away on the Drake as well, as at least Teddy manages to get that first kill onto Closer.
Morgan!
And they're trying to run away. Morgan looking for Teddy. Doesn't get towards it, but trading the mid laner for an Ocean Drake seems like something that the bros are kind of okay with, especially if they get inside track towards this outer turret, and that's precisely what they're going to do. They'll be able to take that one down as well. The bros, I mean, there was a little bit of a hiccup. Someone fell off the surfboard, but they had 4 people there.
They're fine. Yeah, Closer got taken out, but he's not too bothered. As we take another look here, how the bro jungle support actually a lot more synced up in this one, able to bully away the backline, because DRX, I think their fight setup is just a little bit disjointed. Then Yehu gets toasted by Morgan and Hype. Teddy just has to spend his time running away on the zone, but they still lose the mid-outer. And now it's Bro with almost 4K gold lead.
This is just, it's just the classic snowball. And we did, like, this is something we prefaced, right? This composition, that's what it does, right? It fights in the mid game and it fights really well. But I wasn't expecting it to be kind of this cut and dry.
Have you seen the, I can't believe I'm going to be talking about this, but because of the fact we've both been talking about surfing and then you mentioned Vampires Jane Austen.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Surf Dracula tweet?
The Surf Dracula
So basically, it's just someone making fun of the fact that, you know, if you had a show like early 2000s called Surf Dracula,
yeah.
that guy would just be shredding waves every episode. Whereas nowadays, what would happen is he would spend the entire first season, 8 episodes, an hour long, like building up to how he got a surfboard, and then he surfed for 5 minutes in the final episode, you know?
Oh, it's so true.
I know, it's a really good tweet. The reason why I'm thinking of it is, well, obviously, because...
I would love to watch Surf Dracula,
I know! That's ever since I read that, I'm like, oh my god!
He'd always have to come out at night and surf and stuff. Oh man, that'd be super cool. Imagine if he fell asleep on his surfboard and just woke up and, like, where could he go?
The reason why I'm thinking about that is because so much of the bro gameplay is built up. It just keeps building up.
Yeah, there is a lot of preamble. You know, we need to make sure that we're setting the scene. But this time, feels like there's a little bit of less of that. You know, it's just winning. It's kind of what's going on.
We're building up to a win, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. And isn't that just League of Legends, you know? 2 items completed here for Croco as well. It's pretty scary, Monkey. And what are we looking for? Closer wants to grab item number 2.
Conversational topics?
Yeah, well, I mean, there is a little bit of that. This game is almost like, there's almost stuff. Teddy has a collector second. It's a choice. Wait, what? Polu, there were 2 petals right there. 3!
There's more!
4!
There's one right beside you!
Please, God, there's 3 in a row. Sponges, I walk past them as well!
Polu, pick it up!
Oh, someone get these petals!
Okay, this is where it all went wrong last time.
Well, let's see whether DRX can make it happen again, as Closer likely to get picked off one more time. Pulverize is decent. Closer does flash away this time, as Sponge just takes the depth charge a mile away, as Rich goes into the backline, but immediately, Morgan is going to be in trouble here. Down goes the cow, though, and the bros, they bring down the wallet in the end, and it hurts. As Croco gonna get shockwaved, but Yehu using that on one lone Monkey is not gonna be helping them in this team fight. And all of the bros stand tall, and this time they'll go back and take down the Otacon.
Passed the check after failing it in the previous game. Very different game state in that one, but in this, they're able to get the turn.
And that check ain't gonna bounce because they have the face card.
There you go, Atlas.
Yeah!
As we take another look here, Closer gets very look at Morgan, by the way. Completely toast Teddy. Then I thought he was just gonna die here because a really nice ult comes through from Rich. But Morgan somehow survives. Croco, the other big hero in this team fight, crazy amounts of AoE. Finishes the chase onto the Jhin as well. Yehu, he has to ult just to get out with his life. And it's been that topside combo that for me has been a big reason of why this game has looked so one-sided, together with Paulo, who has a much better game.
Yeah, 006.
Because I was worried, Atlas, after that first hook on the minion.
And I'm also worried because 006 is Elec Trevelyan from GoldenEye. I've said this many, many times, but Sean Bean does a lot of dying, so needs to get to 7 because James Bond, he doesn't.
And then just stay there.
Yeah. Hook gonna connect. As Equalizer down as well. Actually doing double duty as Sponge forced to get out of there. Croco launches himself into that back line. And Sponge, a max range hook out of Paulo. That turns him into Bond. And the pros can just do no wrong here in this game. Morgan gonna get knocked up, but just does not care. Lights him on fire, and down goes the Ambessa. Hype is, he just wants some honey fruit, guys. And in fact, he can have some, as the curtains have been called, but unfortunately, they do not go that wide. Oh my goodness, just a little bit more. We could have buffed Corky just that little bit more. What was it, like 5% AD ratio on that one?
What I love about Hype is that he doesn't flash in that whole sequence.
Yeah, he had Valkyrie the whole time, it was fine.
It was fine. As we take another look, the Annie in this mid-game when you are ahead just gets a lot of damage done. But it's the hook from Paulo onto Sponge, immediate exhaust, then the Equalizer to zone him off the fight, and also, let's be real, it's a wall of Diffie. And when you are ahead, I think the bro composition works flawlessly. It's something we said in draft, because you get to push leads so insanely well if you are ahead, because you just press your buttons and you go in and you have amazing hard engage, you have amazing team fight AoE damage and CC. This game, Atlas, he's donezo.
It is feeling like it's going to be quite difficult to come back from. I don't know whether it's hairbet territory. Don't know whether I want to
I think
be forced not to
that
shave for the rest of my life.
Starts up opening up when you hit the 10k. Like a 7 is not enough.
Yeah, 7.3.
It needs to be 10 plus.
There is also Soul Point and Otacon and kind of everything.
Yeah. But it needs to be 10k plus, and the tempo vibes need to be... There needs to be no waves.
It needs to be locked.
Yeah. That's the only... Is that the next codification process? You know, we have Wolf with the Zeri certification.
Yeah.
It's that certification, like when it actually you're allowed to make one.
Yeah, we do need to, and that is it's a very strict.
You know, I love codification.
Yeah. No.
So I'm right here.
I appreciate you, lawyer boy. And I think that we should probably stick to that. As Baron's going to come up making that weird, very loud noise.
Lawyer boy and what are you, legal man?
Lawyer boy and legal man, otherwise known as Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth. Perfect. I love those games.
I do love those games.
I liked being lawyer boy. All right. Morgan is pushing out a wave. And yeah, this is, we're observing the circling of the drain. Or if it was in slow motion, the slurkling of the drain. That broke Chronicler. We got him.
Ah! I can't believe you worked it back in!
I glanced at chat just before, and there was just one guy who was just talking about slurkles out of context. I loved it. It was perfect.
Atlas,
Chat's been really good.
Atlas, I just need you to understand that there is effectively no difference between you making up league terms and terms like like body T or face card. They're the same. They're the same thing.
Yeah,
they're just people being like, what if I...
Mine isn't about objectifying people, okay?
No, okay, that's fair. That's a valid... I respect that. That's a valid concern.
Thank you.
I got no retort.
Yeah. I would prefer just to make it about word fusion, because that's innocent. Even though it sounds like I'm saying slur the entire time, as someone on Reddit did point out. All right, we got a public execution here onto Croco, but whose execution is it? As the flash over the wall from Polu comes in, Hype has just destroyed Teddy off screen as they're trying to kill Croco so desperately, but he has that broken item called Sundered Sky that keeps him alive. He's in fact at 50% after all is said and done. And it is said, and it is definitely done.
Game 3! Let's go! We knew, and yet here we are as there is a desperate attempt to kill Croco. He's level 15. He's 6 levels up on Arc.
His clone did die.
This clone did get taken down. Hype goes on a grudge mission against Teddy, blows him up. Morgan, I'm sure, is going to be topping the damage charts with this Rumble performance. Rumble could never. And then, yeah, Crocker doesn't even die. It's a clean ace.
Oh, look at Hype with another coin purse there. Really beautifully done. Yeah, the fact that, like, so Corky just runs up to the Jhin alone and just kills him is just a really sad state of affairs. If you do want to make a hair bet, it's about the time that you could. 12,000 gold certainly fits the threshold.
The chat hair bet, someone in chat can do it.
Yeah, we'll need some updates though, as it happens, as Hype didn't need that cannon. Sometimes there's missed cannon and you're like, ooh, -1. That was missed cannon and actually didn't care. That's basically how that one goes. As Dagon is going to hair bet. Nice work. As Polo is likely to just re-engage on this one. The equalizer comes down gorgeously positioned as Sponge well out of the way, and that is another ace. You blink and you miss it, as the bros will say, Dagon, do whatever the heck you want with your hair. We're just going to win this game.
He's safe. Doesn't have to grow out his beard or his hair.
Yeah, which was, I mean, it's fine. Okay, the Nexus is going to get taken down, and the bros will bring us to a third game, as we all knew was prophesized.
It was 20-1, Atlas. That was not a
yeah, no, it was a shellacking in every way.